What's up, y'all? Usually I talk about the Commanders, but today I wanted to talk to y'all about Abdul Carter. And this is a guy that's on a team that I really don't care too much for because they're in our division. But I wanted to talk about it because a lot of players go through this, and Abdul Carter is looking for a number right now. And he keep trying to get players that have had their number retired, and he keep trying to get Lawrence Taylor's number, and he also want number 11. And number 11 was a number by the Giants quarterback, Phil. I think his name is Phil Simms. I'm not familiar with that era, but I know New York Giants fans are. But it's one of those things where it's like you got to understand the impact of these players, the impact of these players. And then you got to think about after you retire and you do all these things, you got to understand that these are things that you have accomplished. This is all you have left. When it's all said and done, this is all you have left, right? So Lawrence Taylor was one of those guys that helped get the Giants 2 Super Bowls, right? And he did a whole bunch of other things, right? And one of those other things was he had 10 Pro Bowls. He went to 10 of them. And if you talk about Phil Simms, he was the quarterback for the Giants back in the day. And he helped them get 2 Super Bowl wins. So this is something, and of course, I understand it's just a number, but you got to understand what it is for the guys that have retired. They can't continue to play anymore. They are not connected to the league anymore. They can't get up. They're old. And when they, God forbid they pass away. But when they do pass away, because people got to die, but when they do, you got to have something that you want to leave so people still understand that you were a beast, that you were dominant at this game that they call the NFL, right? Because while you're in it, it's okay, it's cool. But when it's all said and done, people don't remember every single player. But when you look up in the rafters, in the locker room, or when you look around the building and you see those names that are still there and you like, yo, who is that? Some people don't remember players that have been retired, had their numbers retired. Like for the Commanders, we got about 5 retired jerseys. One of them being Sean Taylor. And if you didn't know who Sean Taylor was, you're able to look him up, right? And you're able to see that he was dominant in the time that he was here. Rest in peace to Sean Taylor. But he was dominant. And there are 4 other people that we retired. And some people have up to 14 players that they retired. Like the Bears and the Giants are one of them. That they retired 14 players' jerseys. And it's a thing that you cherish so much. It's like it's hard to explain it. But for the guys like Lawrence Taylor, you don't want to give that up. I don't want you to think about the accomplishment. For you to retire my number, that meant a lot. Out of all the people that have played year after year in that position, all the people have been great in that position, in that organization, and year after year. And for you to decide to retire my jersey means a lot. And Abdul Carter's just not getting it, of course, because he's a young kid, a rookie coming in. He's not understanding what it means for these guys. He doesn't see the value in it just yet. And of course, he's not there. But he got like a cocky mentality right now. Because I understand all they can say is no, right? But who the hell want to say yes? The worst thing they can say is no. I get it. But why would they say yes? Why? It's no reason. Because sometimes this is the only way people will remember them in their legacy. Like, say for instance me. If I didn't know who this person was, if I didn't know who Lawrence Taylor was, Look, I didn't know who Phil Simms was. But because his number is retired, it holds much more weight. And it creates more value for that person. It's like, oh, damn, nah. This person did this. And it's like, all right, you go look him up and you're like, damn, okay, no, this person did this on the field. This person did this off the field. You know, a lot went into it. So you can't just ask a retired player. And of course, Phil Simms was one of those people that said yes. He said, yes, you can take my number. But I want you to understand this, though. The family said, fuck no. And I don't know how old Phil Simms is right now. I want to say he might be 70-something. But he like, fuck it. Like, he like, F it, man. Just get my number, use it. You do what you want with it. But it's about the legacy, right? And I don't know how long they're going to keep retiring numbers and if they're going to just allow players to have more numbers than just two-digit numbers. Golly, I couldn't say that. But who knows? They may somewhere down the line allow them to have 3-digit numbers. But I just think, and then they might start retiring even more numbers. But I just think it's just disrespectful in a way to ask somebody if you can have their number. Now, it's different if these guys were like, yo, he can't find a number. And they like, yo, you know what? I'm going to allow you to take my number. You want my number? Boom, get it out of retirement. I've never heard of anybody getting anybody's jersey number out of retirement and using it. So it's like, yo, like I feel for him because it's like, yo, you want your number that you had in college. You want the number that everybody considers the best. So you feel like you're the best, you know what I'm saying? But you haven't even played a down yet. And that's how some of them guys had to be. They had to get a number that was random. They had to get a 99, a 47. You know, Chris Cooley had 47. Guys have random numbers. Jaden Daniels got 5. You know what I'm saying? The person that wore that before him, Tress Way. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tress Way gave that to him before he got retired. And maybe it would have got retired if Tress Way had it. But, yo, he's not retired just yet. Like, Tress Way was our kicker. You know, he gave it to Jaden Daniels. That's a huge accomplishment. But it wasn't retired. If it was retired, maybe he would think differently about it. I don't know. Maybe that would start a trend. But, yo, think about it. If Tress Way got his jersey retired, maybe, let's say he retired and 5 years later somebody wanted, Jaden Daniels wanted it, right? Jaden Daniels gets it and he's making it even more history in that number, right? I could say I gave that to him and he got retired and he made it even better. So it's just like, there's so much that can go with it. But how much more can you make Lawrence Taylor's number even better, right? I get it, though, because, you know, like, for the Dallas Cowboys, they got number 88, right? It got passed down from Michael Irvin to Dez Bryant to CeeDee Lamb. You know, you get it. I get it. That's just a number that it hasn't gotten retired, but it means a lot for anybody that comes in. That number is for the top guy, the guy that's going to be the guy, the main wide receiver. I get it, but it's a lot to go into it, man. And Abdul Carter, man, you just gotta lock in and just understand that you gonna have to make another number legendary. You gonna have to try and do something else. Find a random ass number and just use it, bruh. And you'll be happy. You'll be much more happier that way. Because with those numbers, understand a lot of pressure comes with it. Because Lawrence Taylor went to the Pro Bowl 10 years, stayed in the league for 12 of them years, and went to the Pro Bowl 10 of them, and got them to 2 Super Bowls and won it. So you got to understand that with great responsibility, I messed this saying up. Don't even worry about it. You know what I'm trying to say. Just understand Abdul Carter is losing his marbles right now, and he needs to understand that he just need to get his own random ass number and just make it as good as he can possibly can. I'm out, y'all. I'm out.